We should be streaming now. I hope you're live. Gonna give it some time for everyone to join, and then we can start. Okay. All right. Let me quickly crop it a bit. Make sure that it's all good. Sounds good. Okay. We are live. I am gonna let everyone join a bit. They're gonna take some time, I know. But let me go on YouTube, guys. Give me 1 second. If I'm, yeah, I think I should be able to see your chat. Just 1 second. Let me do it better. Pop out chat, put it here, maybe get rid of this. Yep, everything is good. It's fine, not too bad, not too good. Ha. Okay, let me share the channel. Let me share the link with the channel, and everyone else, whoever wants to join, I'll just put it out there. um all right, why does it not show live to everyone there? Oh, it's private, is it? I'll make it public. Rust project live. It should be live now. Everyone should be able to see it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we are live now. Everyone, it should be on my YouTube channel now. Doesn't show up right away. Yeah, there you go. It is there. Okay. Sounds good. I will just inform everyone live now. Okay. There we go. We are live. Perfect. Sounds great. I don't think we have a lot of time today to do all this, but let's see. To chat a lot. So I'm gonna focus more on coding because I do think I have a deadline now. Okay. All right. Sorry, live chat is not currently available. Can you make it available then? Give me 1 second, guys. Pop out chat. It should be available now. Let's bring it here. This is fine, I guess. I'm gonna let people come and then we can show it here. All right. For now, the whole point was to wrap it up eventually. Context Pilot RS. This in this remap I am in. And if you guys don't know yet, we already have a blog out about it. So let me share it with you all here. Right. So this is the blog I recently published. Now the whole point was that if you see over here, this is very noisy. And we have been trying to fix so many things here. If you can see, we did spot a bug, we did try to fix many things, but eventually asynchronous programming is not easy in Rust for someone who has not had a lot of experience debugging it. Even if you had experience with asynchronous in some other language, it's not easy to do it in Rust because of so many other language nuances. um, so eventually I do want to get this done, and thus eventually I know that I've used this word quite a lot now already. So let's try to wrap it up eventually. Okay. So I want to rethink what's going on, right? I want to really spend time thinking that what could be the mistake that we have done and then try to fix it from there, right? So that's the very important part of this whole thing, right? Um, mm, yeah, let me just see it's working right. Okay. Let's name the server as something. Control R rename. Let's call it Context Pilot, C Pilot, right? So if I do Control O W, and let's say if I want to start a session, tab, um, yeah, new session name could be config, let's say default classic disable status bar strider, and let's say default, whatever you're doing, do it. Okay, sounds good. Let me also start fish shell so that I'm in a better state of mind. I do hope that okay, guys, give me 1 second. I know people are gonna join in sometime, so I'm gonna take this time to do this. So I think Fish has this key binding. Hello, hi, bro, Mohit, what's up? Women VI shell. So they have this Wish default key bindings, right? Is it Fish VI key bindings? Yeah. No, right? No, I think it's Nobilite Master. Fish, is it Fish VI key bindings? Oh, it's Fish VI key bindings, is it? I didn't know about this. Okay. Voice is fine, na, Mohit? Huh? Noise. Thank you. Okay. One thing I need to do more is X. I'm on Wayland, is it? Okay, I'm on Wayland. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Wayland. I think I need to remap, right? Remap caps lock to control. I think KD should have something, right? So they use XKB. KD has a mapper, is it? Keyboard. Oh, yeah, keyboard. Okay, okay, sorry. I've been so used to the server thing. So I can do shortcuts, virtual keyboard shortcuts. I can probably do keyboard and do over here. Configure switching. No, I don't need to do this. I remember there was something that was here. I forgot. No, this was not it. Which one was it? Emoji selector. This is remap key, right? Okay, I have KD remap key. Plasma 6 shortcuts, custom shortcuts you have to create, is it? Damn, that doesn't sound good. Shortcuts, and then you go to custom actions, then edit new global shortcut. Arey bapre. So I have to do this, is it? Add new, maybe commander script I can do. Where's custom shortcuts here? Oh, system settings, you mean where? System settings shortcuts. Yeah, I'm here only, right? I think this is what they mean. Yeah, there used to be an option, right? In input devices, keyboards. I don't know. Yeah, they should have modifier keys, right? Yeah, I remember them having a very nice way to configure this. Hmm. Why do I not remember? All right, I think I forgot. All right, okay. Anyways, let's focus on work. Let it be. We'll try. If anyone can figure this out, please let me know. Anyone who uses. For now, let's start. I don't want to waste time. So I'm gonna quickly update this and start. problem with this overall thing was DB, okay, because I think we were doing it wrong. So this whole DB I need to change. So uh, if I go to main.rs, right, and if I show you all this request type, whatever we have, I hope you guys can see it. But the problem over here is that when you start the way you are starting server, essentially all I need is some workspace path. I need a file path, start number, add number, and request type, and I need some way to test it. Okay. The mm, and the thing that should go in the README was eventually why do you need it? And let's think about a new algorithm, right? You want to imagine each commit graph. Um, you want to imagine each of this as a commit graph, right? So basically, what you do is you have a commit ID, right? Uh, which sounds like this. You have a commit ID as one of the nodes. Okay. Let's say this is a node 1, and then you have node 2 as another commit ID, right? And you have node 3 as another commit ID. Now, what you want to do is eventually these, if they are related, right? Let's say they have edited file 1, file 2, and file 3 together, and this has edited file 1, file 4, file 5, and this has edited file 2, file 3, and maybe mm, file 1. Okay, so maybe file 5. Yeah, this kind of gives us thoda good. Uh, yep. Now, what I want to do is like, if you imagine this way, what are the files that are related, right? So, file 1 has occurred along with what? So, file 1 has neighbors file 2 and file 3, right? So, this is basically, I'm just creating this adjacency list if you guys know already, right? So, this is it. Then you have file 1, file 4, and file 5, right? And then you have uh, file 2 is file 3 and file 5. Similarly, with file 2, you also have how many times you have a neighbor, right? So if you look at file 1 has file 2 and file 3. Similarly, file 2 has file 3 and file 1. So what I can do is probably I can say, okay, it has occurred 2 times. And file 1, file 5 has occurred only, what, with file 2, it has occurred only once, right? And with file 1, which is also its neighbor eventually, adjacency list should contain this as well, right? So file 2 has file 1 only one time, right? Now, what about file 1? So, file 1 contains file 2 and file 3. File 1 contains file 4 and file 5. So, basically, why did I? Okay, why is it hanging so much, first of all? Shit. My keyboard is lagging. Anyway, so file 1 has file 4 and file 5, and file 2 and file 3 both. So, I don't need to probably do this. I can just do file 4, file 5, right? So, that's how it's happening. There's only one time everyone. So file 1 is connected to all of the files only once. Okay. That's what it is, right? But file 2 is connected to file 3 two times. Imagine the graph. Like, I think maybe I'll bring my iPad next time and show it to you all, but for now it should be easy. Now, what about file 3, right? So file 3 is connected to, if you go to this one, so file 3 is connected to file 1 and 2 once, and then it's also connected to file 2 and file 5. So file 2, it is connected to 2 times, file 1 and file 5 as well. It's not connected to file 4, right? Directly. Now, I know there are so many, um, see, eventually to everyone is connected to everything, right? At least this is how I see it. So I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, this is a markdown. Shit. That's what I was thinking what's happening to it, right? Yeah. All right. So this is better, huh? Uh, so I think we are clear what's happening. Uh, Let me know, guys, if you're not. File 4 is connected to file 5 and file 1. Uh, and file 5 is connected to file 4, file 3, file 1, file 2, right? So it's connected to everything. Yeah. So when you will try drawing the graph of it, I think you guys will. Okay, can I do see? Okay, no, sorry. Uh, Let it be. I'll check the key map later. Okay, there you go. Right now, what in terms of relevance, right? Let's say what's the relevance? If this is the question, what's the relevance between file one and file two? Right. So as you can see, file one is connected to file two only once. File two is not even connected to. Okay, it's connected. Yeah. So there's a circular dependency there. So I mean, you can say that okay, it's one direct node, right? And probably you can. Yeah, I don't think if there's a direct node, you don't need to calculate indirect nodes. But people could say that. Let's say in some imaginary world, if this was happening, right, let's say this is a case where if this is happening and file 1 is connected to file 3 maybe 3 times, and then um, file 3 is connected to, let's say, file 2 4 times, right? So if you just look at it, file 1 is connected to file 3 3 times, and then from file 3 there are actually 4 times file 2 is going, right? So you can actually just imagine this that way. And of course, in that way, that file 1 dependency will. Okay, my keyboard is acting weird. So I mean, there's a lot of dependency between file one and file two eventually. Indirect dependencies, right? Indirect dependencies are complex. So that's what I'm thinking. Now, how would you want this to be? So generally, my whole point was when you look at a file, right, and you see that okay, how many times this file was edited, right, with different other files. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think this is probably useful in that way. How do you want to imagine it? It's really the question, right? Okay, no, file is a very ideal case. Let's think about main.rs if, for example. So when I look at this as an example, pub enum state starting running default dead and failed. Now I want to know what is the most contextual part of this particular thing. Now, of course, LSP references will give me what is the reference scheme map. Yeah, so LSP references is going to give me all of this, right? Wherever it is referred and all, right? And okay, uh, yeah, but I don't need this, right? This is like all the references, and this is probably useful, but I don't know in general if I'm missing something, right? Because what if I change starting to, let's say, start? Now, I want to know that if you changed starting to start, what are the other things that you will have to change? And over here, doing an LSP references of start might not help because it's possible. Yeah, this is you are getting this because with state it was exist here, right? Right, right. I was just confused. All right. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to fix, and that's what I'm trying to understand. So what I would want to do is I'd want to go through the git blame of the whole file. I mean, sorry, the whole piece of code over here. Look at all these lines. Array. Okay, guys, my keyboard is dead. It's irritating. Anyway, so I'll go through the git commit of each line of code, and then I'll look at all the 5 previous files, right? And then be able to see that okay, in this commit, for example, for this particular line, you have that okay, this had this was changed for these many times in the last few files, maybe. Yeah, so this I'll look at the git blame of it. I'll see that okay, in the last commit there were few other files that were changed, right? So I'll go to the git blame of line 1. We'll call it line 1 for now. Okay, I'm gonna. I don't know what's happening to my keyboard, guys. I'm really sorry about it. Anyways, so what I see it happening, what I see happening is, so this is L1, this is L2, and this is L3, this is L4, L5. Let's consider all these five lines, right? So in that case, what is basically happening is, for the line number one, do a git blame, look at the commit ID, look at the recent commit ID, right? And then you go to that git maybe log and pass the commit ID to it and see what other files were generated, right? Now uh, over here, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to create an immediate graph that L1 is connected to these many files, right? And similarly with L2, I would want to do the same. Look at the recent commit ID, git log commit ID, see what other files were generated, and then update the graph. So let's try doing that first, and then we can come back to the server part. I think server part is very tricky, but how do you store the graph and all? We will quickly fix that. It's not an issue. I don't think a lot of people are here on the stream, I'm guessing. So I will also go and wrap it up now. I think we've got the idea at least in this video. If anyone wants to join next time, they can, because I don't see anyone on the chat. All right. So I think I'll hop off and quickly fix my keyboard first because it's getting very irritating. Thank you so much, whoever was here. Thank you for liking the stream as well, everyone. I'm going to hop off now and come back later, maybe whenever people are here. Bye.